guys, welcome back to my channel and thank you for tuning in for my 29 weeks of pregnancy update. Eek! Next week I'm going to be 30 weeks and 30 weeks just seems like done. I know it's not done, but I'm really excited to tell you guys all the things that Scylla and I have been experiencing this week. This week has been insane for movement. I mean, I know I said last week that she was moving a lot, but she's moving even more this week. And I know that it's going to start slowing down pretty soon. Whew, guys, just talking is making me like out of breath, and it's not hot in my house at all, but just like talking and getting excited makes me lose my breath. It makes me like hot and sweaty. So I'm just gonna apologize in advance for that, because I have actually been getting some nasty comments about me being out of breath all the time, and honestly, like, that's just what happens. I just have a lot of, you know, baby in here and pregnancy situation in my belly that's pushing up on my lungs and my diaphragm, and everything is just a lot harder to do, and breathing is one of them. I'm pretty sure that Scylla like favors the right side of my belly, because I feel so much more movement on the right side than I do on the left side. Like inside my ribs on the right side, I'll get feet and hands and whatever it is up in my ribs, and I can just feel it like rubbing against my ribs, but it's still not painful. I'm very thankful for that. She does sit on my bladder all the time, and she puts a lot of pressure on my bladder, which is making it so difficult for me to not be in the bathroom like every 3 minutes. I feel like right after I pee, I have to pee again. Those of you who follow me on Snapchat know that I have gone back to spin class. You all know that I was an avid spinner before, and I've dabbled in spin throughout my pregnancy, but it's never been something that stuck because I've been so busy with so many things that trying to find the time to go to a workout class was just getting increasingly harder for me. So I would spin for a while, I would take some time off, I would go back, I would take some time off. But I finally found a place that's here in my town, and it only takes me 15 minutes max to get there. And I'm so thankful for that, because the other place I was going to took me 45 minutes. So now I don't have an excuse to not go. I can definitely make the time to take an hour and a half out of my day to go to and from spin and get my workout done. And I have been feeling pretty incredible, and I'm really excited because I'm not as out of shape as I thought I was. The first day that I went, they track your progress, and they also track your stats in the class, like how you compare up to other people in the class. In my first class, I was in 13th place. There's usually about 15 people in my class. I was in 13th place, and so I fully expected that because I'm so heavily pregnant, and I haven't been going, and I've been eating whatever I want, so I was like, oh, you know, I'm totally out of shape. Then the second day that I went, I was in 9th place, which I thought was pretty awesome. I didn't think it could get any better than that. And then this morning, I was in 2nd place. So I think that I'm not as out of shape as I thought I was. My body is used to spin class. My body felt like right at home, and I've already been getting right back into it. That brings me to another point. It's very controversial how hard you should work out while you're pregnant. Some people are still going with the old school rule of not going above 140 beats per minute for your heart. And is that right? Beats per minute? I don't know. Your heart rate going above 140. I'm pretty sure that that's old school and outdated, and it's not. I don't think that that's the norm anymore. I don't think that's the requirement anymore. At least my doctor hasn't brought anything like that up with me. I've heard some people say that if you can carry on a conversation, then you're okay. But honestly, like, I have never in my life been able to work out and carry on a legit conversation while I'm working out. One, who wants to do that? Because you need to be focusing on your workout, right? And putting all your energy and effort into your workout. So I've never really understood that terminology because I'm not a social exerciser. I get what they're saying, but when I work out, like, I'm just in the zone. I'm focused on working out. So I feel like my heart rate is getting pretty high, and I don't want to make it go too high, But there's just so much mixed information about how much is too much, and I'm sure that I'm gonna get a slew of different comments underneath here saying what is too much, or that I'm doing too much, or that it's ridiculous that I'm spinning, especially because I'm spinning at such a high level. And so be it, but I don't know. I think that being active is good. I think that some people like to make excuses to not be active, and I think that saying keep your heart rate at 140 is extremely hard to do, and I just don't agree with that way of thinking. However, I am going to talk with my doctor and see what she has to say about that, because I don't want to overexert myself, but I feel good when I'm working out. I don't feel like it's overboard. I feel like I would know if I was pushing myself too hard. And right now, like at the end of my workout, I still feel good. I don't feel like I'm dying. I don't feel like I'm just like gasping for air. I never feel that way. I feel like I'm getting a good workout, and after all, isn't that the whole point? I have been trying to make my eating better. Once again, if you follow me on Snapchat, I'm sure that's apparent. I've been trying to incorporate more fresh meats, vegetables, and fruits into my diet, and I just feel so much better when I do it. I've always fluctuated with my weight, but I've never been at such a heavy weight that it really shocked me. I've just never gotten up so high that I was like genuinely uncomfortable with the weight that I had put on. So for the most part of my life, I've eaten pretty much what I wanted to eat. Yes, I've watched what I eat. I've, you know, tried to take in less calories. I've done the typical thing that a lot of girls do by trying to stay fit and attractive, but I've never really taken the healthy eating thing as seriously as I'm starting to take it now, because now that I'm going to be a mom soon and my body is going to be a lot different, I think that it's not going to be as easy for me moving forward in my life to maintain the body that I had when I was, I'm not going to say younger because I'm still really young, but the body that I had before I was pregnant. I think that it's going to be a little bit more work as I get older to achieve that, and so I'm trying to set myself up for a healthy lifestyle moving forward, just in general. That kind of brings me to something else that a lot of you guys have been asking. Am I going to still vlog after Scylla arrives? And the answer to that is yes. I'm going to be doing postpartum updates. And to go along with that, once I give birth to Scylla, I am going to be getting back into a fitness regimen and a healthy eating regimen as quickly as possible, even though I'm going to be breastfeeding, so I still need to take in higher calories. I'm not going to take that as seriously as I took the whole pregnancy, eat whatever you want, don't worry about it. Like, I was delusional about that. And I'm going to still take in the amount of calories that I need to breastfeed and to continue producing milk. Hopefully, if I'm lucky, I will produce milk to begin with and continue for as long as possible. But I'm going to switch out bad calories, bad foods for fresher foods and just an overall better way of eating, like I'm trying to do now, but especially after I give birth, because I want to get my body back into a better shape than I was in before I gave birth. And I think that you guys will enjoy watching that happen and seeing what works for me and what doesn't work for me, because I think that a lot of people like to relate to other people to see what works and to kind of give them an idea of how other people are doing or ideas that they can do postpartum. So I want to take part in that and share that journey with you as well. So that's going to be like my next big journey once Scylla is born that you guys can follow along with, is getting into as good of a physical fitness state and healthy state as I can while I'm breastfeeding and postpartum. On my symptoms, I wrote that I've been stressing, and I think that there were a couple days that I've been stressing, but for the most part, I think I've been feeling pretty calm, and at least I've been trying to feel really calm, because stress does come up, but I think whenever I wrote this down, I must have been like really stressed, and now I don't even know what I was stressed about. So that just goes to show you how quickly hormonal moods and feelings can change. I'm still getting nosebleeds. I still have nausea, and it seems to be about the same level that it has been throughout the entire pregnancy. There are some times when I feel extremely nauseous, like I might throw up at any minute. I haven't thrown up from nausea during this whole pregnancy. I'm very thankful for that, but nausea has never gone away. I don't know if there's been 1 week that I've come on here and told you guys that there was absolutely no nausea. And if there was, I bet you that was like right in the middle of the second trimester when I was feeling my best. I'm having food aversions, which is really strange because nothing ever sounds good to me. Whenever we talk about what we're gonna eat, I can't ever come up with anything. And I was bad about that before pregnancy, but now it's even worse because now there's certain things and certain meats that genuinely make me queasy. One of them being breakfast burritos, that I used to love breakfast burritos, and now when Nick pulls the stuff out to cook them, I feel, I mean, that made me sick, honestly, just like picturing him cooking breakfast meat. No, thank you. If you watched my other videos, you'll know that my eyebrows have been falling out and now my eyelashes are falling out. And I said earlier that that was a symptom of pregnancy when it was my eyebrows, and I also had mentioned that some people experience their eyelashes falling out, but I wasn't one of those people yet, and now I am. My eyelashes are falling out now, and it is what it is. It'll all be worth it in the end. I just hope they grow back after she's born, because if they don't, I'm going to have to get eyelash extensions or something. My skin has never been better, and I know that people say that pregnancy helps your skin and you look like you're glowing, and it's just, you know, some people think that pregnancy makes you more beautiful, and that's not something that I've experienced during this pregnancy. So I am not going to say that it was the pregnancy. I'm going to say that it's the new face cleanser that I've been using, and the fact that I've started washing my face without fail every single night. I used to forget a lot. I used to put it off. I used to just get too tired and just be lazy, and I would maybe use a makeup wipe and like wipe my makeup off, if that. And now I finally found a face cleanser that's safe for pregnancy, because it's basically just a raw oil, and I'm telling you, it's absolutely incredible. The company is DHC, and it's their deep cleansing oil. And this was actually voted the #1 facial cleanser on the market a few weeks ago whenever I was doing research to order a new one. And I talked about this in my last video, but if you didn't see that, I just put it on a cotton ball to remove my eye makeup to begin with, and then on a dry face with dry hands, I rub it over my entire face, and then I wash it off with a washcloth. Pregnant women are always looking for pregnancy-safe products that don't have a lot of additives in it, and I think that if you are pregnant and you're still looking for a good facial cleanser because you might be having a lot of pregnancy breakouts, this is my #1 recommendation for you. My nipples are so dark. They're just getting darker and darker, and like, this is like super TMI, but they just seem like they're getting like out of control. Like, they're swollen, they're ready for breastfeeding, and so I'm thankful for that, even though right now it's not very sexy. But I'm thankful for that because I can just tell they're doing what they're meant to do, and they are still leaking colostrum. I still have acid reflux. I feel very lazy and exhausted most of the time, and I say this, I've been saying this for a while, I think for the past few weeks. I just am very tired, just constant exhaustion, and it takes so much out of me just to do the smallest things, and that hasn't changed. Oh my gosh, I thought that I was having sleep problems before. What a joke. Like, what a complete joke, because the sleep problems that I'm having now are absolutely insufferable sleep problems, and I know that they're only going to get worse. I have 11 more weeks until she's ready to come out, hopefully. So it's only gonna get worse from here, and I'm telling you, I have constant pressure on my organs, constant pressure on my lungs, constant just like shortness of breath, constant sweating, constant like heavy breathing, just like I feel like a roly-poly. Like I feel like I just ate Thanksgiving dinner 24/7. It never goes away. It's like that uncomfortable feeling you get after you eat too much that never goes away. And especially at night, because when you lay flat, it like presses down on your organs and it presses in places that it shouldn't be pressing. And then trying to roll out of bed, you know, every hour because I have to pee nonstop. Holy crap, guys, like this is no joke. Like pregnancy is work. I'm not trying to complain and say that I'm unhappy or that I'm ungrateful, because that's not the case at all. But I have mad respect for all the moms out there who've gone through this. I'm pretty sure I've been having very, very slight Braxton Hicks contractions because I do feel the tightness in my belly, and it comes at random times, but I do feel like the squeezing and the tightness in my lower abdomen. I am definitely having lightning crotch, which if you're unfamiliar with lightning crotch, it feels like a shooting pain in your vagina. Like literally a lightning bolt, exactly what it sounds like. And it'll catch you off guard and you'll just be like, what was that? And seriously, it makes you jump because it's like, I don't know, like a tinge, like a spider bite or like some sort of like sting, like a, I don't know, like a jellyfish just like gave you a straight punch to the vagina. It's the worst. These last couple things are TMI central, but I'm sharing them with you because I know you guys are watching these videos to know what to expect or to compare your symptoms to other people, and so I don't want to be fake and act like I'm having a magical unicorn pregnancy, because that's so unrealistic. And why, like, to me, in my opinion, there's no point of making these videos unless I'm going to be honest with you guys about what really happens during pregnancy. So one very exciting symptom that I have experienced this week is hemorrhoids. It's so disgusting and painful, and they hurt, and like they also feel like lightning in your butt. It's not a constant pain, but like every once in a while they'll remind you that they're there, and it's a very common pregnancy symptom, and your girl has them. The last symptom that I've been having that's totally awful is I got a yeast infection this week, and I called in the doctor. They didn't even want me to come in. I just told her my symptoms, and she didn't even want me to come in. She told me to just take Monistat. So I did the Monistat one day, and I'm pretty sure that it's completely gone, but it was miserable. Like the entire day of taking Monistat is absolutely miserable. If you've ever done it before, it's just not a fun situation. Like you might as well take off work that day, because it's like right a few hours after you take it, your symptoms flare up like a monster, because it's like they get better before they get worse before they get better. And so you kind of have to like deal with it for however long you're taking however long of a dosage you're taking. I just take the one day. So it worked, but 2 awesome, disgusting pregnancy symptoms this week for me. 2 thumbs up for that. So now I just have a couple more products to show you guys and a little bit of maternity excitement that I want to share with you. The reason I'm showing these products right here are because as a pregnant woman, I know that if you're like me, you're always looking for new organic or all natural products that are going to be safe for your pregnancy and for your baby. And I know I have a lot of subscribers out there who are really into an organic or all natural lifestyle. And so I wanted to show you this that I ordered online. It's a body wash, and I'm a product freak. And at the same time I'm a product freak, I am a ratings freak. And this is a calming lavender body wash. And it has no parabens, SLS, petrolatum. I don't know what that is. I thought that said petroleum, but it says petrolatum. Artificial colors or phthalates, PHTALATES. Apparently those are bad things. The reason I bought this is because because of the ratings. Once again, this is like one of the top body washes on the market right now, and I wanted to try it out. And I went everywhere looking for it and couldn't find it in any stores, which is why I bought the Aveeno one that I showed in my Monday video to tie me over until this one came in the mail. And I am still going to finish out my Aveeno body wash, the stress relief one, because I absolutely love it. But this is going to be waiting for me as soon as I finish that bottle. I also told you guys on Monday that I was waiting for the Kiss My Face shaving cream to come in. And this shaving cream is also paraben phthalate, something, SLS free, preservative free, no animal ingredients, no animal testing, and biodegradable. And I know that makes some of you guys very excited. So this is the shaving cream, and it's actually made for men's face shaving. But when I read reviews and when I was researching great shaving creams, it said that some women use it on their bodies and that it's just phenomenal. So this is the Moisture Shave Nourish Naturally 4-in-1 Cool Mint. I had no idea that this was going to happen, but my Stitch Fix came in today, and so I ended up keeping my entire box again, like I do almost every month. And the first thing that came in my box I'm wearing right now is just this black V-neck maternity top, and the collar has, or not the collar, but just like the, I don't know what you would call this, the edging, maybe it is called the collar, but it's ribbed. It's like a separate fabric from this, and it's ribbed, and this is like a really soft cotton. And then the sleeves are kind of like a suede, and it probably doesn't really show up in this lighting, but the sleeves are a different fabric than the actual shirt part. They're like a black suede, and I just think that it looks really, you can make this casual, or you can dress it up a little bit, like how I have my, you know, my awesome necklace on from Bump Style Box, and I have a maxi skirt on that you'll see in a minute. But it's ruched on the sides, and it has like a scalloped edge on each side. And I got Jacqueline again as my stylist, so I obviously had to have it, everything that she sent me. What I'm not going to show, because in my opinion it doesn't have anything to do with maternity, but it's a pair of flats that were in my box as well that I'm keeping. Like they look like little ballerina flats, and if you're interested in seeing what those look like, they're on my Snapchat and they're on my story right now. My Snapchat name is Aaryn E. Grease, and I actually have my Snapchat name linked in the drop down box if you don't know how to spell that. So this is one of the maternity tops that I got. It is a navy, like it's like a baby doll type top. It's very flowy in the front, and this is what the stitching looks like around the neck, like the collar area. And it obviously has these little, I keep forgetting what this is called. If you guys know what this is called, comment below, because I, for some reason, can't think of it right now. But it buttons up with these little, like, peg buttons. Like that, and they're silver. That's how it buttons. And it's got that same type of pleated look on each side. And the material is like, it feels like a cross between a cotton and a chiffon. It ties up on the side, like you can roll the sleeves up, and this is how it looks, like the buttons look on each side. And it fits really nicely, and it's really, really, really flattering. This I am like super obsessed with because the quality of it, like Jacqueline always sends me the most high quality, nice fabric stuff. Like when my Stitch Fix comes in, I never feel like anything that they send me is overpriced, because first of all, I always tell them the cheaper the better, because I like to keep my things low price. But I just don't feel like anything's ever super overpriced, because the quality of the fabric is just like, it's exceptional. And that's one of the reasons I love Stitch Fix. Everything is just so flattering on me. Like if you get the right stylist, it's just, it's amazing. So here is this dress that she sent me, which I love this print. How amazing is this print? It's like a navy and white, which I'm excited that I got. Actually, you guys, I got 3 things that have navy in them, and I do not have very much stuff with navy in it at all, which really excites me. So here's what the front looks like, and the back is a little bit lower. I think that's so cute, isn't it? And I think this is definitely my favorite thing that was in my box. And it's got ruching on the sides, and it's below the knee dress. Like, this dress would be cute for work with, like, I have a navy blazer that would be so nice over this from Stitch Fix. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be a perfect outfit. Ooh. So it would be perfect for work if you put a blazer over it, but also, like, how cute would this be for like a little backyard party, or like if you're planning on going on any summer vacations? How adorable would this be on the beach, or like out to a nice like semi-casual dinner with your partner? I don't know, I just think that I'm just really excited about it. And last, I got this shirt, which once again, I love this print. These are navy little crosses like this. And it is a, correct me if I'm wrong, is this considered a crew neck? I'm not very good with like fashion terminology, so feel free to correct me in the comments. I can learn from you guys. But it like has this little, it like crosses over like that on the side. See what I'm saying? But I think that's called a crew neck. But I love the shape of this neckline. It's so flattering. It looks really good on your, is this called a décolletage? Guys, I don't know, my vocabulary is not that great. So it's 3/4 sleeves. Once again, it's ruching on the side, and it's a top. It's a really long top too. So this, I feel like I can grow into even when I'm 40 weeks pregnant. It's long enough to where it'll still cover my huge belly. Because you guys know, like, I have a gigantic belly for being 29 weeks. As always, my Stitch Fix referral code is in the drop down box. If you guys want to go ahead and sign up for a stylist, you will not regret it. But anyway, let's go ahead and show you my bump. I know this is kind of disgusting, guys, but keeping it real, I'm sweating. Like, all along here, all over my legs, like my back. I'm just like, this is a new pregnancy thing for me. I've never sweat like this. Okay, so here's what we look like from the front. With no clothes on. I still haven't been able to get in to get my nail fixed, so don't judge me. From the side. Here is what my white belly looks like from the front for 29 weeks. Side. And side. For some reason, it kind of feels like it hasn't changed that much from last week. Or maybe for the last couple weeks, I don't feel like I've seen that big of a change. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching my 29 weeks of pregnancy update. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will see you guys on Friday for Foodie Friday. Bye.